Hi everyone, hope you all are safe and sound. I'm Priya, product evangelist here at Zoho Click. Now that you all have heard about how to choose a communication software, Lakshmi and I are here to take you on a Click tour and show you how Click suffices all your requirements for a business communication software. We will tell you how you can get started with your Click journey and discuss about the various cool features available in Click that can make your workflow seamless and help you to be more productive. So let's jump right in. So once you have signed up, you will have the first thing that you got to do to take off on your Click journey is to sign up. The very page that you're seeing now is where you can sign up to be a part of Click. So once you have signed up, you will have options either to join an existing organization or to create one. Once you have made your preferable choice, remote work view is where you will land. So this is our Clicks interface. So as you can see here, the big blue chunk that you can see is the collaborative space. Here is where all the work happens. And at the left hand side is the navigation sidebar where all the significant components required for you to connect, collaborate, and to smoothen your workflow are made accessible. Then we have our top bar. Here you can see powerful universal search bar, reminders, art mentions, and more. So that was Click's interface for you guys. Okay, now that I've told you about Click's interface, let me show you how you can onboard the users to Click. I will show you how to do that with the help of a small demo so that you can understand it better. So as you can see here on the left, as you can see, as we just discussed, at the top is the status bar, and then the blue space that we just saw here, this is your collaborative space, and then here is the navigation sidebar. So now let me tell you how you can onboard a user into Click. So to onboard a user into Click, you have to go and click on your profile picture, click on profiles and settings, click on admin panel. Then you should be navigating to users. Herein you can see the add user button. You can add a user by clicking on this button, or you can bulk add your users by clicking on the import user feature that is present here. So that was all about importing users into your Clicks organization. So this is about the connection phase. Now that we are done with the connection phase, let me talk about the navigation sidebar that you can see here. The navigation sidebar is designed to make accessibility easy. It is loaded with features that will help you to collaborate at work. The navigation sidebar here is equipped with 9 quick access sections, namely My Pins, Chats, Contacts, Channels, History, Files, Widgets, People, and Bot. As the name says, you will be navigated to each section when you click on them. So first, let's start with the first section, My Pins. Researchers have shown that decluttering your workspace helps you to reduce anxiety. It makes you feel more energized and releases stress. Now, with half of the world working remotely, especially, our business communication software acts as our virtual space. So, it's very important that we declutter it and keep it organized to help us stay focused. One such feature in Click that will help you to do that is pins. Here, you can reorder your pins and attend to them in your order of priority. This helps you to have a hold over your conversation in an aligned manner and helps you to figure out what exactly you should be giving your attention to. So next we have chats. Here in chats you can find all your recent messages, group chats, direct messages. Then under the direct messages, you can also see catch a glimpse of the individual's availability status. That can come very handy when you want to contact them. Say to for catching up, or just you want to just ask a question to them, you can see their availability status and then ping them. So up next we have channels. But before we jump into channels, let me tell you, you know, what channel is and what are the types of channels that are available in Click. So channel is one of the significant pillars of for collaboration. In channels, we have roles and permissions that will help you to have a more structured way of conversation. You can build channels based on topics, departments, or you can simply discuss anything of your interest. Channels basically provides you the space for your team to ideate, discuss, and to post announcement. There are four types of channels in Click. The first one is your organizational level channel, team level channel, and the personal level channel. As the name goes, the organizational level channel can be joined by anyone in the organization. Similarly, members in the same team can view and join the team level channel. Then, personal channels are more like a closed space where you can invite the individuals you would like to add in, and that's channel for you guys. So you can, from this very navigation space, you can also join an existing channel or can create one by clicking on the plus icon here. So next up we have the history section. The history section, you have all your conversation indexed and stored. This will help you to retrieve your valuable information from your past conversation whenever required. So, clicking on the chat section icon, you can see the following list: the direct call, group calls, conversation, and broadcast. Next up, we have files. See, files, this is your file repository. It has the categorized section, shared in click, and task. It helps you to find the file that you're looking for easily. You can also find the file that you're looking for by clicking on the search bar here and entering the file name. This search is also OCR supported. So, say you're looking for a picture, eye picture, you just have to enter the name of it and you can see the images pop up. So, next in we have the People's tab. Here you will be able to see your colleagues, your teammates, and employees in your organization. If you have enabled the Zoho People integration in Click, the People section provides information about all the users in your organization. This section especially comes handy when there is a new joiner, especially if they are joining remote. It could be very difficult for that person to identify whom he has to reach out to get his work done. From this very view, you can also search for a person by entering their name or their email ID in the search bar made available at the top of the People's tab. So, I have a quick question for Cheryl. So, let me get back to her, transfer my control, and ask the question.
Yes, Priya.
Cheryl, I'm sure it must be I mean, like being a product marketer, you would be using a number of apps day in and day out. So, can you name few of those? How do you use them in a regular basis?
Yeah, I use quite a few apps as a product marketer, like social media automation tools, or analytics tools, or let's say even storage tools. So I keep switching between all these apps actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I'm sure it must be a hassle to switch between multiple tabs, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So, what if I tell you through Click, you can stay informed and can perform all these required actions from within Click itself? This can be made possible with the help of integrations right here. So this is Zoho Marketplace. Here you have number of integrations, third-party integration, Click's own integrations. You have a number of integrations here. So you can download the required integrations from here. And some of these integrations are accompanied with bots and widgets and command actions. For example, you can receive automated reports or from integrations such as GitLab and so on. So let me show you where in your navigation sidebar you have the bots and widgets present. So as you can see, here you have the bot section. By clicking on the plus icon, you can subscribe to a bot. Say you want to be informed about your meetings day in and day out, you can subscribe to the Google go to meetings bot right from here. And then here you have your widgets. Being a product marketer, it might be possible that you have to switch between multiple tabs, log in into your Twitter account, and then retrieve the information that you want. But with this widget, you can directly retrieve the I mean, you would be informed. Here you'll have all the stats required for you to perform and be acknowledged about the requirements without being switching into multiple tabs. Similarly, even say you want to just pull a file, you can do that by a simple slash command here. You can do slash Dropbox and the name of the file. Once you do that, you get your file. From here, you can view your file. You can share it from here. And so that was about bots and contact section. Sorry, bots and widget section. So this is all about the navigation sidebar. Let me now transfer the control to Lakshmi. She will be talking about the collaboration space in Click.
Hi all. By now we all have a clear understanding about the different sections in the navigation sidebar, right? Priya took us through it. So for around the next 15-ish minutes, I'll take you through my daily routine in Click and highlight around some 20 features that can help you be more collaborative and productive in Click. So let me go share my screen and get started. I'll share my screen. Please do let me know if you're facing any issues in seeing my screen. Yeah, I hope you all can see my screen. Please do let me know. Give me a thumbs up or a yes so that I can move ahead. That's great. So, once I log in and land on a remote work view, The first thing that I do is check into work, just like how we swipe our ID in the office. We all gaze around to see who's already at work once we walk into the office. Likewise, by looking at the department view, we can get to know who's at work and who's away. If it's a hectic schedule, then I set my status as engaged at work, and if not, I'll fix it as available for collaboration. Statuses in Click help know the availability of each other. The check-in option, the department view, and the statuses that we saw now are a part of the remote work feature. The second one that we are going to see is pinned conversations. After my morning regimen that we saw enough, I usually check all my unread messages. As you can see here, I pin my most frequently engaged or important conversations and start with them first. Let me see what Rufus has sent and send him a good morning greeting. Good morning, Rufus, and add a smile to it and send him a message. It's sent. He's asked me for the Q2 updates. I think I've already shared it with him. Let me go click on search and conversation and see if I've already shared it with him. Q2. He has asked me for it, but I have not shared. So one quick tip here. The search bar that we are seeing, our third feature, is optical character recognition based, which simply means that you can search using not just the file name, but also using any text in the file shared. Also, you can narrow down your search with filters that you can see which are available here, and also using these filters. Okay, as I have not shared it with Rufus, let me go and attach. Attachments are fourth feature. So by clicking on the attachments icon in the text composer, I get to attach files from my computer or attach them from the cloud services. Let me go attach it from my computer and send it to him. Q2 signups. Yes. Open, hit send, and shared. So, looks like in the top bar, we've got an at mention. So at mentions here is our fifth feature. At mentions is usually like tagging a user. On doing so, the user will be notified, thus not missing on any important message which is specifically meant for them. Say in a group, if I want to tag all the participants, then I give at all, which tags all the participants in the channel. If I want only to notify all the available, then I give at available. Or in case if I want to mention any specific person in a direct conversation or in a channel or group, then I tag the particular person. In the top bar under at mentions, this is where we get all the notifications of our at mentions. Looks like Scott has messaged everyone in the dev updates channel. Let's now go to the message right from here and see what he said. Okay, Scott has asked if everyone is available at 4 p.m. for a CRM enhancement plan meeting. So let me quickly go and give a thumbs up and acknowledge the message using message reactions. Scott can just hover over and know who all is opted for what option right from hovering over. The sixth feature that we saw now is message reactions. Once when Scott starts the meeting, we'll get a notification, and that I'll show you how the UI looks like when he, yes, we got a notification right here. And by clicking on join group call, we can directly go into the call. This is how the UI will look like, the video conferencing. So using the ellipsis icon here, I can get to take notes in between, OpenZone Notebook and take notes in between while engaged in meeting, start a screen share, update my device settings in between a meeting, and also give message reactions like acknowledging reactions in between the meeting. So here you can see we have two views supported. One is stage view and the other is a grid view like we have in Zoom. I will just end the call quickly and show you how it will look like when there are a lot of participants. So this is how it will look like. Our video conferencing, the seventh feature for the day, supports up to 1,000 users with a limit of 99 panelists. All the active panelists will be listed on stage, as you can see in the image. Others will be added as participants who will have to use the raise hand options to speak. This replicates real-time seminar setup with panelists on stage and audience in the room. As I already said, we can take notes, share screens and reactions, and even modify the device setting while being engaged in a meeting. So this is how it normally looks like, and when you switch to grid view, this is how the interface will look like. Quickly moving on to the next. Not just video conferencing, I also daily connect with my co-workers using one-to-one calls or group audio conferences. So our eighth feature is audio conference. So let me quickly call Priya and show you how an audio call works. Go into the chat window, click an audio call. The call is initiated. Yeah, waiting for her to attend it. So once when Priya attends the call, as you can see, by clicking on the ellipsis icon here, you can modify the device setting like you got to do in the video conference, start a screen share, convert this audio call directly into a video call by sharing your video. You can open a chat and directly start your direct message with her, and also take notes while you're being engaged in an audio call. So one more notable thing here is there's no time restriction for any call simply. Screen share is our ninth feature, not just audio, video, or group calls. You also have an option to screen your share separately, as it allows us to share our screen in real time with others for better understanding. The one more notable option in channels and in groups is broadcasts, our 10th feature. Broadcast is just like streaming a live session like a YouTube live or a Facebook live. As you all know, it's a one-way interaction. You can use it for company-wide announcements and town halls. The broadcast feature supports up to 10,000 users. So that is about broadcasts. Looks like there's a new message on the channel. Let me go and see what the message is actually about. So it seems like, say, if a person is not able to leave the channel, Abigail is set in one of the chats that she's not able to leave the channel, it'll be probably because of the permissions that is configured by the admin. Admin can get to configure what moderators or members in a channel can do. So each user in a channel has a specific role. Based on these roles, permissions can be enabled to users. There are 4 roles that users can be categorized into: super admin, admin, moderator, and a member. The admin or super admin can get to configure different features for moderator and a member. So in this channel, Zelka Marketing, the lead channel option has been disabled for moderators and members. So it simply means that no one can leave the channel without getting the consent or without getting the approval of the admin. So this channel permissions that we saw now is our 11th feature. Moving forward, I'm going to share a few tips that I follow to manage tasks more efficiently and be more productive in Click. Let me start off with reminders, our 12th one for the day. I usually set personal reminders for myself not to miss out on anything important. There are 3 ways to set reminders in Click. So the first one is by clicking on the 3 ellipses icon here, we can quickly create a reminder for any message in a conversation. Any message can be quickly converted into a reminder. The second way is by clicking on the actions icon that you can see in a chat window, and then set a reminder for the entire channel or a chat. The third way is by going to our top bar and then clicking on the reminders icon and creating a reminder directly from here. All the reminders that is assigned to you and by you will be listed here. As you can see, assigned to others here and assigned to you here. Also, one way to bookmark important messages is by starring them under specific categories. Our 13th feature is starred messages. Just quickly go over a message, and under your profile, you can see a star icon. By clicking on that, you can convert any message and bookmark it or star it under 5 different categories like you can see here. On the top part, by clicking on the star messages icon, you can get to view all your starred messages and also get a view of them under different categories. The next one is integrating extensions. We can also maintain a track of our project workflow and dates by integrating extensions like Zoho Projects, Trello, Asana, and others to perform actions like updating the task status and others right from within Click widgets. So let me just quickly move and show you how the Documents widget will look like. By using the Document widget, you can open a doc, share it, edit it, create a new one, and start writing everything just from within the Click window. There's no need for you to switch tabs and go to your work drive for performing actions like these. You can instantly invoke an action by using integrations for Click, and widgets help you do that. So widgets and Click that we saw up is our 14th feature. The next and the 15th one is slash commands. Slash commands permit you to call for actions right from any ongoing chat. I'd say a time saver for anyone who prefers command language. For example, if you want to create and run a poll, you can type slash poll in any chat in which you want to create, and you can see the poll extension. Just by clicking enter, you get a dialog box where you can enter your question, give options, and create a poll. The poll will instantly be created and it will be running in the conversation that you select. So there are many commands like this that can get you the information you need within a fraction of a second. The next one now, this particular tip helps save your time very efficiently. Let's consider a situation where a client or a coworker comes to you for help with a list of issues. Also, say you know that another person in your team is best suited to help resolve this. Instead of being a moderator and conveying things back and forth, what I usually do is just simply forward the chat. See here, Abigail has messaged me stating 3 issues that she is facing. But I know that Rufus can help better in solving these issues. So what I do is I click on the ellipsis icon, fork from here, add Rufus into the chat, and create. A quick fork chat has been created stating the message that is being sent by Abigail, as you can see in the screen. So you can loop your conversations using fork chat and easily convey it within your team. And fork chat is our 16th feature for the day. The next 2 things that we're going to see is whiteboard and code snippet. Let's first look at the whiteboard. If you want to draw an image or a quick flow and send it across in any conversation, then whiteboard, the in-house annotator, is the answer for you. You can quickly open whiteboard by clicking on the attachments icon, whiteboard, and as you can see, the board is open. You can use the highlighting tools or annotator tools that you can find on your left. Quickly draw an idea or a strategy or a process flow structure and communicate it with your team members in a conversation using whiteboard. The next thing is code snippet. Developers widely use it to share codes. If you want to share a piece of code without disrupting its format or want to leave comments on a piece of code, select the code snippet option under the attachments icon, paste your code and send it. So let me show you how in real time it works. I've already taken a piece of code and I've shared it in Task, my in-house personal assistant. So I am quickly showing you how it works. So here it's auto detect feature. Once when I enter in the code, it automatically detects a language and also highlights the code into different variables and then sends it without formatting or disrupting by processing it. You can just quickly share it in any conversation of your choice. As I said, Click will auto detect the programming language of the snippet for you. Moving on, our 90th and 20th features, that is our last 2 features, are copy message URL and invite guests. Say that you see an important message and you want to share it with one of your team members immediately. You can do so by simply copying the message's URL and pasting it in the conversation in which you would like to share. So say, did somebody say an important message while talking to you? Yes, here. In Zilka marketing, there's been an important message that is put up. I think Rufus should be noted about it in case if you had missed it. So what I'll do is quickly click on the three ellipses icon, copy the message URL, the link is copied. I'll go to his chat, paste it, and enter. As you can see, a card will be posted with the conversation in the conversation with the link and the message preview. A pro tip here, if you want to quickly copy a message URL, you can also do so by click, as you can see under your profile in the every message, there's a time that's displayed. By clicking on that also, you can copy the link instantly. This is just a pro tip in between our 19th feature. So the next and the last one for the day is invite guests option. We'll at times in every organization, we want to communicate with persons who are outside our organization and who's not a part of any organization in Zoho. You can invite a guest user who's not a part of organization in Zoho using this guest user option. Say you want to communicate with a vendor, you can invite it into your org and start conversing directly. By clicking on the plus icon that you see in the top bar next to your search bar, you can find an option called invite guests. By clicking on it, you can just add the email address of the person and send the guest invite. So these are the 20 features that I wanted to highlight for today, but that's not it. Qlik holds many features that can help you collaborate with ease and be more productive at work. To know more, please stay tuned with us. Now, I'll hand over the session to Priya, who will quickly take us through the different sections in the user panel. I am going to transfer session control. Thank you.
So, as Cheryl had earlier talked about, Qlik truly is highly customizable. To customize Qlik as per your requirements, you got to navigate to Qlik's profile and settings. Here you have capabilities to customize and view your chats accordingly. You have many features as so. So to navigate to that, first go and click on profile and settings here. So here you have options to select your chat view. Single chat view and multi-chat view, whichever is preferable, can be chosen according to your need. Single and focused conversations, you can go for single chat view. If you're more of a multitasker, enable the broadsheet view and collaborate with ease. We then have options to turn off the chat bar in other Zoho applications. By default, this is turned on. When you're using a native application other than Qlik, you can use this chat bar to have conversations. In case you would like to disable it, you can do that by clicking here. And then there is the personal information tab. Here you can add all your personal details. Up next, you have the notifications tab, themes, medias and link, privacy, and status. All of these options here are highly customizable and can be set according to your preferences. So that's profile and settings for you. So if you're an admin panel is where you have to navigate to tailor your organization's preferences.